Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do... Oh, nice start. Ace of Pentacles jumping out of me. To do your What's Cracking reading. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. You know, I'm just so in awe of the attention I get. And so thank you for your beautiful comments. I heard someone say the other day that they get too many comments that they can't get through and read them all. So I guess that can be a problem if you have such a high viewership. But I really try to, well, I do. I read every comment, everything you write to me. I read through everything. Okay, so if you're interested in a personal reading, any of those things, the instructions are below. I've got a lot of people asking about Christmas presents at the moment. If you do want to give me something for Christmas, would always be truly grateful for that. If you need my address to send me something, just let me know. Email me and I'll give you my address. Life coaching, just a quick update on the life coaching. I've had a lot of people calling me and emailing me about the life coaching to see if it's right for them. I can't really say exactly how it is because it's so very different for everybody. It's a very individualized program. If you are interested in that, I'm still offering it until Christmas time at half price. So let me know if you're interested, even if you're not starting till January. I will still honour half price till Christmas, and the same for the readings on my page because the prices do increase after Christmas. All right, live on YouTube Wednesday, live on Instagram Friday, and I'll be doing another Facebook mini reads. And my apologies for last weekend, but I'll get some of those up and running in the new year. We're going to use the Connolly Tarot. I've had a change of deck. Of course I have. Change is as good as a holiday. Okay, I think that's everything. All right, let's see. Oh, that's a funny split. Okay, we need another shuffle. I like a clean split when I split the deck. So if it comes in 2 or 3, I don't know where Spirit wants me to go. I just shuffle them again and split again. Like that. Should really show you that. It'd be quite interesting. Oh, I can see why they've done that actually. This is sort of what's going on in the universe at the moment. This is the World card. And the World card is a card, it can talk about distances, it can talk about distances between people, it can talk about trips overseas, all of those sort of things. But lately what it's been talking about is the end of a cycle. So the World card is the very last card in the Major Arcana, and it sort of says that you've done all the lessons that you had to do all the way through, and now it's time to sort of close something out and start again. So you're up for a new start. You would expect to see this at the end of the year, and you would certainly expect to see this a lot with the moon cycles at the moment, because there's very much this energy of moving on from something. It can be, you know, moving from a relationship, it can moving into a relationship, but it sort of denotes a really big phase ending and a new phase beginning. The World card. All right, so we have, look, it's interesting, isn't it? So the Fool card is a card that talks about taking a leap of faith. And these are actually the very beginning and the very last in the Major Arcana. So beautiful that they've come out back to back. So this denotes the end. This shows the beginning. So something is starting again here for you. And I get this feeling in the universe at the moment that there's a lot of people closing out cycles. This is not just to do with the end of the year, Christmas time, jobs finishing. This is about emotional elevation, I want to say. Everybody's being sort of leveled up at the moment. A lot of people starting to really sort of get into the spirituality, understand the journey, understand that it's not just about the everyday 3D things. People sensing this much deeper connection with the universe here. So we have a Queen of Pentacles coming through, representing Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The Queen of Pentacles is a person who she certainly enjoys the finer things in life. She's very, very much in touch. She's the closest queen to, Lady Gaia, Mother Earth. She's very, very connected to earthly things. She likes her food, she likes comfort, but she also likes things to be in order. She likes things to be done in a certain way. So she's probably a little bit sort of more structured in the way she thinks and does things. This is about, I feel, your connection to spirit, your connection to your higher self, the universe, however you see the energy that you work with, because it's all our own interpretation of that energy. And it's about you really understanding how to connect. This is a person who does her meditations. She takes her time out. She's mindful about what she does. She's conscious of everything around her. And she is connecting in a very strong way. And I feel that this is you at the moment, understanding your power in the universe and manifesting what you want. All right, so we have the Devil card, isn't it? Transition. No, the Death card coming through. So the Death card talks of change. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is why you're closing out a cycle. You are allowing, we have a lot of major arcanas coming through here. You're allowing parts of yourself to go that you know do not serve you anymore. Now that you're stepping in this energy here of this Queen of Pentacles, you're understanding that there are certain aspects of yourself that no longer serve you. So you may be starting to understand certain responses, certain emotions, certain ways of doing things that no longer serve you in this lifetime. So there's a lot of change coming through here. Now, sometimes I always think with the Death card, there is sometimes that we purposefully let things go. Like we say, that's no longer serving us. We don't want to live there anymore. We don't want to go to that place anymore. We let people go. All of those things are deliberate transformations. I feel like with this particular transformation, this is something that you have outgrown, that you have been doing a certain way for a long time, and you realize this way of doing it is not serving you. This is why you're closing out this cycle and moving into a brand new time. You're actually almost in line with the universe. So the universe is saying something doesn't serve you, and you're understanding how to do things differently. All right, so we have a Knight of Cups coming through here with the Three of Wands. What I feel here is that you are planning much more in a way of allowing things to unfold in a very natural way. So you're standing, you're waiting for your manifestations. You're not forcing them anymore. This is the end of control. Okay. So it's like you are understanding how not to control things anymore, how to let things unfold. Now, that doesn't mean you don't take action, because there is a difference between control and action. Control is about forcing something, forcing someone to change, forcing something to happen, making sure it happens, and then getting really frustrated when it doesn't happen in the way, shape, or form that you want it to. This is very much about allowing things to change, things to move, but being patient, waiting. There is an offer coming to you here of something that you've been waiting for. But up until now, you may have been forcing or pushing against it. And what that means is your energy is the energy of, when is this going to happen? How long is it going to take? It's taken way too long. What can I do to make it happen? And you're trying to force something. And the universe is saying here, it's the end of you. It's the end of control. It's the end of forcing. It's the end of doing things the way you've been doing. Spirit is saying, my darling, up until now, you've always done things this way, and we are asking you to do them differently. Connect to source and just go with the flow. Do not keep pushing for a result. Again, that doesn't mean that you're not taking action. So, for example, you apply for a job. There's the action. And the job doesn't come. You don't hear anything. And instead of waiting like maybe a week, give it a little bit of time to work out, allow something to come back. The next day you're on the phone saying, have you made a decision yet? And the person says, no, not yet. It may take a few days. So the next day you get on the phone and go, have you made a decision yet? And they go, no, might take a few days. So the next day you're on the phone. And so you keep pushing for a result. And the universe is saying there is something coming to you here, but you have to be patient with it. It's taking time. It's not something that you can force. It's not something that you can make happen. It has to unfold as it does. All right, let's see what they're talking about here. Oh, wow. Okay. The truth. So there is some sort of truth coming to you here. When I picked up the cards today to do the reading, I got great sadness from someone. So I feel that this is people trying to force things to have an outcome, but being sad when they don't work out the way they need to, instead of understanding things happen in their own time. The Ace of Swords talks about a new beginning. It talks about having clarity. It talks about precision. It talks about having absolute honed ideas on how to move forward. And I feel this is where you're coming to here. I think there is a realization here. There is a death of the old way of doing it and an absolute clarity about moving forward. This is beautiful. Some sort of truth is coming to you here. Some sort of truth is coming to you from the universe. All right, so we have the High Priestess coming through. Such beautiful energy. I feel like a lot of you really tuning into your intuition here. 8 of Swords coming out of this really toxic energy to pick up a wish. Look at that, 9 of Cups. Seen the Wish card a little bit lately. It's a really nice card to have all the time because it's so reassuring to know that the universe is working on your behalf. Okay, so I love this sort of idea of you understanding how you can do things differently now. There's very much of this energy of like letting go of the pain and sadness associated with not getting what you want in a very short time frame. And it's really funny because I hear people say all the time, you know, this divine timing thing. If it's taking a while, it might mean that you have work to do on yourself. So just remember that. Let's keep going here. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords coming through with the 7 of Cups. Oh, okay. And the 5 of Pentacles. Wow, this is just crazy, all right? So what is finishing for you here? What is closing out this cycle that's going? See how this blindfold's being removed here from this 5 of Pentacles. This is the sadness I felt at the beginning because things aren't happening. The universe here is showing you a truth. Okay, so they're showing you something here. You're about to see a truth. And you're seeing through what I always say is the illusion. I could go into a lot of energy here on the illusion. This is about dropping the mask. It's about seeing things for what they actually are. It's about seeing through this idea of your universe, this idea of how your world works. Being able to see with clarity now because the blindfold is about to be removed. So you're seeing things very, very clearly. This is what they are doing here. This is what they're doing. They're trying to get you to understand that you have learned through social conditioning to see your world in a particular way. And now you're being asked to see it as it really is. So for some of you, this would be understanding your true value, understanding that the universe wants to give you what you desire. They want to bring you what you want. And that's okay. But if you're in this energy, you're only holding it up because you're imprisoning your own thoughts here, keeping yourself in place. There you go, 10 of Cups. There's a love offer coming in for some of you here. quite possibly from a King of Pentacles. Just dropped Pisces on the floor. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords. This is the card of anxiety. Ugh. This is a card of anxiety. All right, so what I get here very, very strongly is some of you need to understand how to ground yourself in your bodies rather than overthink things. Because there's a great feeling that you are really overthinking something. End of a cycle might be the end of overthinking, might be the end of negative thinking, might be the end of pessimism is what Spirit is saying here. So this energy of always seeing the outcomes as being negative rather than positive. So you may be very focused in this sort of victim mentality here. There is a brand new start, so maybe you're shedding this old way of being. Maybe now you're understanding that the way you've been up until now is not serving you and trying to change your mindset. If you're in your mind all the time, you do not get Spirit time to talk to you. Just always remember that. A quiet mind is how Spirit communicates with you. If your mind is busy with the 3D, then you don't allow room for Spirit to come through. Endless, mindless chatter. All right, and that doesn't mean you can't do that sometimes. We all do it sometimes. It's who we are. But if you're like that all the time, when are you in a position to receive messages from Spirit? Queen of Pentacles coming through. So very much taking on this energy of acceptance, moving forward, being grounded, sitting with the universe. There is some sort of ending to something, some sort of transition you're going through at the moment. And for any one of you, it could be something different. But for many of you, this is understanding the differences between the way you've been doing things as opposed to the way that you should be living. There is some sort of offer coming through here. Now, this could be for anybody. It could be a love offer. It could be a job offer. It can be a new way of life being shown to you here. And the universe is saying you've got to understand nothing is done in 5 minutes. If you're waiting for something, maybe there's complications, maybe you need to do healing, maybe you need to do this transformation before we can bring it in. So wait patiently and it will come to you when it's ready. We know that because we have the wish card here. So it's on its way, whatever it is. But you have to learn to be patient. If you're trying to control it, if you're trying to drive it, if you're trying to push it forward, it's not going to work. Because it happens when it's ready. Spirit calls that divine timing. All right, let's just put some clarifiers on this Nine of Swords here, because I feel like some of you are still stuck in some sort of anxiety. I feel like for some of you here, there is somebody around you at the moment. Their energy's around you. You're not seeing this though, because you're trying to control an outcome. So you're trying to visualize or put your desires into action. And while we should manifest what we want, we can't drive the outcome. And many of you know that it never seems to go the way you visualized anyway. All right, there is some sort of information coming to hand here. Something that's going to help you see the truth. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. So some of you definitely ready for something here. The Seven of Wands coming through. You're not giving up on something. You're ready for some sort of result. Ten of Wands, ready to put down a burden. So many of you right in the middle of this energy at the moment. This energy of release. This energy of, you know, you've got to let go. You've just got to let go and let the universe do its work. You don't have to fight against the universe. You are a person in a very big world. Ultimately, okay, so we have the Empress coming through here. So some of you are definitely getting a love offer. For some of you here, whatever this offer is, it's going to really be exactly what you want here. It's on its way, whatever it is. Oh, okay. I have some decks here I have not used. And I thought I'd pull them out and have a little look at them today. This is the Law of Attraction cards, which sounds to me to be quite relevant to what we're talking about. A beautiful person gave me a whole stack of decks. That was another one that was there. Asking it is given. So we're going to use those oracle cards over the next few days. Okay. So let's have a look at these because they have, both sides of the cards have messages on. So let's just run with that and we'll see how we go this morning, because I haven't actually seen or used these. So I just saw ask and it is given as I was talking, and another card said within the next 60 days. Okay. The law of attraction brings whatever abundance I choose. The universe is responding to the thoughts you're thinking. It's quite interesting, isn't it, how they come from a slightly different perspective. I want continual joyous growth. I am growth. I am a growth-seeking being, and it's exhilarating to remember that expansion is not only natural but inevitable. I love knowing that joy is simply a choice. So since my expansion is inevitable, I choose to have it in joy. And I think that's very beautiful to have this morning, because that is about just experiencing, just being, just allowing, just flowing. I'll leave you with that. Have a wonderful day.